Hello, fellow YouTubers, this is Utah Moses here to give you my 5 favorite superhero movies. And being that the Green Hornet's coming out this week, I just thought I'd do a 5 favorites list for this one. So, let's begin. First one is Superman the movie. Now, I don't have the case to the first movie, just this Ultimate Edition, so bear with me. This is one of the earliest comic books to be adapted into a movie, and I like how Superman's origin story has a Christian theme to it, because let's think about it. Jor-El is God, who sends his son to Earth, who Superman represents Jesus Christ in a way, where they both use their divine powers to save the people from the mistakes they have made. And I really like Christopher Reeve's portrayal of Superman. May he rest in peace. Because unlike casting someone for Batman, where he would be wearing tons of stuff to his costume and a mask, they needed an actor who can play both Superman and Clark Kent. And I thought Christopher Reeve was the perfect choice because he was young, he had all the physical traits from the one in the comic book, and he just seemed like such a nice guy, even when he's playing either Clark Kent or Superman. And one more thing I want to say is that the special effects looks really great. And even for 70s standards, it was great. And for those of you that haven't watched that version of Superman, the first one, then you should at least give it a chance. Next one is Batman, the 1989 movie, directed by Tim Burton. Now, he puts the goth in Gotham with how he did the art direction to the whole movie. He made it look dark, gritty, and violent. And it was the first movie to take the whole Batman series seriously, compared to the one starring Adam West. And Michael Keaton as Batman was just awesome. But before they started filming it, there was a lot of negative responses about him playing Batman, saying that he was completely wrong and he was sort of a comedian how he established most of his career. But that's the thing. No one would suspect Michael Keaton of being Batman like anyone would suspect Bruce Wayne to being him. And from listening to the commentary, I've heard that Tim Burton casted him was because of his eyes. Like, how crazy his eyes look. And that's one of the things that we don't see much of in this movie. So, if you like Batman or a lot of dark stuff, then you should go watch this one, because you'll definitely enjoy it. Next one is Spider-Man 2. Now, there had been a lot of these sequels to the superhero movies that have been way better than the first one. And I do mean the first ones that have been made. And I would consider Spider-Man 2 to be my second favorite superhero sequel or movie out of all the ones that have been made, where it explains the complexity of Peter Parker's double life as his own and as Spider-Man, where he's trying to maintain his job as a photographer and trying to keep his friends all together until he starts losing his powers due to psychological stress. And I really like the fight scenes between Spider-Man and Dr. Octopus. They were way better than the ones in the first movie. So that's basically all I got to say about this. On to the next one, which is The Dark Knight, which is my favorite superhero movie out of all the ones, and probably my favorite movie of all times. Don't judge me. And a lot of people would consider this to be overrated, but I really like this one because when I first watched it, it was filled with lots of twists and turns. The action was incredible, especially during the chase scene in the tunnels. But my main reason why I like this is because of the portrayal of the Joker, and not because Heath Ledger died for him. Again, may he rest in peace. But because the Joker in The Dark Knight is much darker and more psychotic than the one played by Jack Nicholson, and he's the kind of nemesis that no matter how you confront him or how you're able to resolve the situation created by him, he'll always win at the end, no matter the outcome. And that's the kind of bad guy that I really like to see in a lot of these movies, instead of just finding the sweet satisfaction that the villain's taken down. And that's pretty much why I like The Dark Knight. And I can't wait for Chris Nolan's The Dark Knight Rises, his next sequel. And that wasn't a witty comment, that's actually the title to his sequel. Last one is Kick-Ass. Of course I had to add this movie to my list because this is a homage film to superhero movies and to comic books, and I like a lot of the insane action, being that it's a movie about a bunch of average people who want to fight crime like superheroes. Like, the action is just flat out insane in it, and Hit Girl, played by Chloe Moretz, steals the show whenever she's fighting bad guys. And this is like the petty version of The Punisher, and even that concept was able to surpass any of those films that's being made right now. And you probably already know about it or have already watched it, so you don't really need my recommendation, right? So that's all for my 5 favorite superhero films. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll probably be back with my Green Hornet review. Until then, this is Yuto Moses, signing out.